Arav was a quiet boy from a tiny village where dreams were often buried under survival. But he had one. He wanted to run, not just to compete, but to feel free to break limits to prove he mattered. Every morning before the sun touched the earth, he'd be out on the dusty road barefoot and determined. The villagers laughed. "You'll never go anywhere," they said. "You're too small, too poor." But inside him, something burned, the need to prove them wrong, and the hope that one day he'd make it. Each day, Arav ran, his heart echoing with the rhythm of his footsteps. He could feel the wind whispering promises of freedom, urging him to continue, despite the laughter that followed him. With every stride, he envisioned himself breaking barriers, crossing finish lines that seemed impossibly far. The villagers' words stung, yet they only fueled his desire to rise above their doubts. In the depths of his heart, he knew he was destined for more than this small village could ever understand. Even on the toughest days, when hunger clawed at his stomach and the weight of solitude pressed down upon him, Arav never faltered. He stole moments to cry beneath the shelter of trees, letting his emotions flow when no one was watching. His mother, always aware, saved every coin she could find, desperately hoping for a miracle. She spoke words of hope that lingered in his mind. "One day the world will see what I already know. My son was born to run." Her faith became his lifeline, igniting the fire within him to keep moving forward. The day of the local running competition arrived, and Arav stood at the starting line, heart racing with anticipation. Surrounded by other boys, he felt the weight of doubt, but also a surge of hope as he glanced at the faces in the crowd. His worn-out shoes didn't matter anymore. This was his chance to show the world what he could do. Inspired by his mother's words, he focused on the finish line, drowning out the noise of disbelief fueled by the cheers that echoed around him. It was time to prove that dreams could take flight one step at a time. As the whistle blew, Arav launched himself forward, channeling every moment of hardship into pure adrenaline. With each stride, he closed the gap between him and the other runners, their fancy shoes losing grip as he surged ahead. The ground beneath him felt like fire, but his spirit soared higher than ever. Every doubting word he'd heard from the villagers turned into a melody of motivation, propelling him closer to the front. This was not just a race. It was his moment to redefine possibility. With one final push, Arav crossed the finish line, a surge of exhilaration washing over him as he embraced victory. The world around him faded into a blur. All he could hear were the cheers that erupted as he realized he had done it. His mother, standing in the crowd, beamed with pride, her heart swelling with joy and relief. In that moment, they both knew that every sacrifice had been worth it. Arav's dreams were no longer distant. They were within his grasp, ready to be fulfilled. As Arav fell to the ground, breathless and overwhelmed, the roar of the crowd enveloped him like a warm blanket. His heart might have been racing, but it was a different kind of race. A race against doubt, fear, and the challenges he faced every day. The crowd's applause filled his ears, but it was the sight of his mother running towards him that brought tears to his eyes. She wrapped her arms around him, holding him close, as if to shield him from every hardship they'd ever endured together. In that embrace, Arav felt a weight lift from his shoulders, every doubt he had ever battled melting away. This was the moment they had dreamed of together. His victory was not solely his own, but a shared triumph born out of love, sacrifice, and relentless belief. As the cheers of the crowd cascaded around them, Arav knew deep down that this was only the beginning. His journey had transformed him, and with his mother by his side, he was ready to face whatever came next. Years passed, and Arav found himself in a different role, a mentor to the next generation. Every week he gathered kids from his neighborhood, sharing his experiences and reminding them that their dreams were within reach. The sight of those young faces lit with inspiration fueled him like never before. He was not just giving out shoes, but planting seeds of courage and resilience. Every time he laced up those sneakers for a child, he saw a reflection of his younger self, igniting hope in their hearts, just as it had once sparked within his own. Arav knelt down beside a young girl, her small hands trembling with excitement, and softly urged her to believe in herself. As she took that first step in her new sneakers, it wasn't just a physical leap. It was a testament to the promise he made to himself long ago. The sounds of laughter and footsteps echoed around them as all the children ran together, a beautiful display of unity and shared aspiration. In that moment, Arav knew that he was not only shaping athletes, but nurturing dreamers who would one day chase their own victories.